A quick and dirty wind-up, because unfortunately I'm probably not going to be able to pick up no trash this morning. We're going to be doing a run in to get into work fairly early. We got our bills covered, so we also managed to put aside about 10, 11, what's all this now? Neat. Sorry about that. We got all of our bills paid, so now we're just standing by to get a few things in. Hopefully getting some seeds on order. Today on the way home, so hopefully we'll be able to make the walk home, we will be, 1 minute, there we go, that's better. On the walk home, we'll be trying to prep where we can, observe where we can, do that kind of thing. So, we gotta create a new hardcore for this. And I believe once the sun and the surf times is over, I'm going to have to head out the door. So, and even if you can hear the kittens, trust me. Oh, no, let's get rid of that. Even if you can hear the kittens, y'all, trust me, they have been fed. I did all of that, and that's why I'm a little bit late coming in. One of my darlings decided to shit in the bathroom sink. So, that took a good bit of the morning to clean up. Not all pet parent days are great, y'all. That's all I can say to that. I love them. I wouldn't change a thing. But, Lord, sometimes when they do that to you, it's like, I love you, but why? Morning, dear viewer. Now, if you wanted to play along at home, I do have multiplayer set, but if you wanted to play privately, the world seed is 32, 57, 84, 03, 88, 50, 49, 53, 78, and 7. Since nobody's here to hear it, let's go ahead and do the radio station numbers one more time. 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, 4, 0, 3, 8, 8, 5, 0, 4, 9, 5, 3, 7, 8, 7. And here we go, let's not die. I hope I hit all the buttons right, because Lord, we can't fix all of it now that it's on hardcore mode. Also, I took a few pictures. Like I said, once I get enough to make a few shorts back to back, just because I enjoy messing with the algorithm and the AI, we'll upload what we've been up to. The wild animal pictures, the adorable cat that's eating at the cat shrine, got he or she on photo, and the new bag that I designed. Looking at how quick it was and how easy it was, I might go ahead and, pick up a big pack of these canvas bags and design a few dozen of them with Green Gorilla Grow Project, and woo, they dropped us in a fairly nice area. Let's give it a shot, y'all. Maybe the game's finally going to be nice, though they dropped us right at dusk, it looks like. Oh, by the way, anyone who had their bets on the pedophile pardoning his pedophile friend, so now the second worst child trafficker in all of history just got the easiest prison sentence. But my Google News wanted me to let y'all know that don't worry, y'all, she can't participate in the dog training program. We got her, y'all. We got her, y'all. The world's second most prolific child trafficker is in the cushiest of cushy prisons. But she can't train the dogs. She doesn't get to pet a single one of those rescue puppers. She just gets better food than you or me get. And she gets a nice warm cell. Because remember, it's club fed. It's not... We ain't talking the Georgia Regional Corrections Facility here. Nah, folks. We're talking club fed. It's a warm building, cool in the summer. They treat their feds like, you know, Sweden and Australia and all the good places in the world treat their bad feds. Honestly, and I hate to say it, I'm not against treating our criminals that way. I'm against the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell, the second most prolific pedophile in all of history, is going to be treated like a goddamn citizen, whereas a guy who got behind on his car payments, a gentleman or lady who got behind the wheel a little bit tipsy, someone who had a mental health breakdown and, you know, fucked up a bit. Oh, no, y'all go into the Gitmo. You're going to the prison that doesn't have any kind of climate control in it, so it's nice and frozen in the winter and boiling hot in the summer. You get to go to the place where, if you're pretty, a prison guard might smuggle some contraband in if you give him a special, you know, friend time. And if you're a dude, well, dude, I hope that you get in good with one of the gangs, because if not, they're going to hurt you bad, bad. And like I said, y'all, I've never been. I'm talking out my ass when it comes to this. I have one creator right now that I can recommend, and if you go to her, I'm sure she can point you in several different directions. But Miss Jessica, I believe is her name. I will put one of her videos up in the community tab at some point. She has been through the system. And I think that she would agree with me, and I would love to be on her show sometime if she ever wanted my crazy ass. But I've been institutionalized in a mental hospital. And I can tell you from that, it wasn't a bad time. They treated us all very gently when I was an adult. When I was a kid, that's another story, but how much of that is blacked out memory and how much of that, no. Without a therapist, we're not going on that journey together, friends. But I can say hands down, all the way down, that, yeah, part of the biggest problem our country faces is the way we deal with our inmates, the way we handle our unmentionable people, the way we handle our uh-oh. Because, yeah, it's a mental thing. All of it's a mental thing, y'all. Our brains are what make us, therefore our brains are the key. I mean, not to make it too fucking baby brain for y'all, because I do trust that I have cultivated a good audience of thinkers here, but it's like, you know, you guys get me, right? I don't ever want to come off as someone that says you can't reach people. I love a good redemption arc. But in the time period we live in, it's why I roast the fuck out of y'all if you come with some bullshit in chat. I love you guys, and I trust that you will do better. I know you can do better, so let's all do better together. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's just, I don't know, y'all. It's why the other video we're watching is the Surfs, and I need to make a pic. That's why the other video we're going to be listening to is the Surfs, and I want to take more notes. I managed to take a few yesterday, because when Miss Donna's there and nobody wants to fuck with me too much, I get to take notes while I do prep work and clean and cook on occasion and all that. It went pretty well. It was a long day. It was a real long day, especially at the end when, y'all, there's some kind of stomach bug or some shit going around. Because, yeah, poor Miss Donna got it too. Gabe. I miss you, Gabe. I remember you, little youth pastor brother. Whenever I'm pissed off and bitching about Christians, understand, I always say under my breath, except one. I miss you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I doubt he'll listen to this. I doubt he knows I exist. But Gabe, if you out there, you a cool motherfucker. He was a kid that I saw grow into a man when I worked at Zaxby's. But either way, Galen is the one I was talking about. Hell, last week he was stuck in the bathroom for a good fucking 2 hours. And again, normally I would be like, oh, the kid was just fucking in there, you know, fucking off on his cell phone. No. Kid was a good kid. He put his cell phone in the little fucking white rack before he ran into the bathroom. I'm guessing because his stomach was so fucked up from whatever the fuck's be fucking up people's stomach right now. I work in the kitchen, by the way, y'all. Eat out all you want. I can tell you, at least, and the main reason I prefer the kitchen I work in is so far in the 3 years, Jesus, has it been 3 years? On a happier topic, in the time I've been there, I don't have to tell people, hey, wash your hands. I have not once had to have that conversation with a single youth or adult I work with. Whereas every other restaurant, I usually have to be the I usually have to be that asshole. And I don't like being that asshole. I don't think anyone likes being that asshole. But at the same time, typhoid, E. coli, stomach bacteria, gastrointestinal parasites, several different types of worms, all beg of you, don't wash your hands, friends. Don't wash your hands. Fuck it, who cares? Don't get under your nails. The parasite eggs love to live under your nails. Y'all, on a real level, I beg of y'all, washing your hands. If you can't shower every day, that's cool, I get it. But at least do something with your hair, wash your face. The bare minimum, y'all, the bare minimum, I beg of y'all. Deodorant, hand sanitizer. I mean, like I said, friends, it's a rough world out there, and we all gotta make it together. So let's do the best we can, and let's all work together to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. I try to be positive much as I can. We have our good and bad days. The thing I promised y'all and myself when I started this channel, and my growth in doing it, was I was going to do videos every day. I don't know if that video is going to be an artistic video where I just do some coloring or sketching or something like that. I don't know if that video is going to be video games, or if it's going to be me walking through nature trying to document what I see around us and trying to get us some cool shit recorded before it's gone. As well as, you know, getting shit recorded as it's here, celebrating what we got. What is... Oh, wait, I never got to say that on the stream yesterday. What is it Mother Jones used to say for anyone who has studied their history of the Blair Mountain and the Coal Miners' Rebellion? Because she was quite the firebrand once all the capitalism was stripped away. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. Y'all, if you're a millennial like me, or a Gen Z, for those of you in the more refined nations, but if you're one of those, we were raised on the Hunger Games. We were raised on, fuck this shit. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. All I ask of you, channel that. Channel that again. I'm not saying be a dick to folks, y'all. In fact, quite the opposite. You need to be friendly until it's time to not be friendly. I think one of the biggest weaponized things I got against fucking some of the fascists I happen to have to work with and share space with is, yeah, I'll be perfectly nice to the not... I about shit my britches. What the fuck was that? Let's head on inside where safety's safe. And before... Let's... That way if they do jump down, it's a kill cell. Wait, fuck that. Let's do that instead. What time is it now? Cause okay, we're good. We're still great. We're aces. Y'all, my phone's trying to take me down the negative rabbit hole, and I don't want to go there with y'all, because we've spent the last 2 days dwelling on the darkness. We've seen it. We've stared deeply into that dark, ugly pit. Let's look at some of the light, yeah? Yeah? Let's look at some of that light. So in the good news department... Don't knock that phone over, please, honey. Alice, find a spot that's not where I'm sitting stuff at. If I could just get this dog trained, y'all, if I could get her trained, what a force for good she would be. I could put one of those little things that stabs the ground behind us, and we could get some real, like, planting going. Not only that, but a very large dog, as playful as she is, when she goes, I know she's intimidating, y'all. I don't like that fact. Hell, I'm intimidating sometimes, and I don't like that fact. But at the same time, if somebody tries to screw with you, having a dog that comes up to your hip just suddenly hit that baritone of it. Oh, also because of the, like I said, y'all, she's a very interesting breed. My friend, who I care very much for, but has no sense of getting animals, when she got her, oh, I hope she stays small forever. I used Google, and I looked up, and oh, Great Pyrenees. Oh, because I already knew black labs. I'm like, okay, well, every black lab I've ever known could have doubled as a, what is it, pony? Mini pony? Because, yeah, the main reason I don't go for big dogs, y'all, hard fact, is they typically live about, sorry kids, I hate to say this in front of y'all, but they typically live shorter lives than smaller dogs. Both due to natural environment, the fact that they cost more at the veterinarian, as well as the fact that just overall they can go through a lot more health hazards and health complications than smaller dogs. I'm not saying this to deter anyone, I'm just saying it to let you know that big dogs are a, hate to say it in this way, big investment. And I'm not saying that to, again, deter you. There are lots of dogs at the Humane Society that would desperately, desperately love to show you how awesome they are. But again, they're also more expensive on land contracts too, because landlords are kind of, you know, assholey about them. I'm not saying that they do it intentionally. Perhaps in our society it behooves them to be assholes about pets. And to in their heads say, well, if they can afford to have the animal, they can surely afford to pay $400 extra a month just for having the animal. And go ahead and give up that security deposit 100%, because if the animal pisses on the floor once, that security deposit's gone. Even though your security deposit is typically out fucking rageous. Like I said, y'all, my problem with landlords isn't the landlord concept, even though I think the concept in our current century is dumb. I understand it when we were stupid and everything was medieval and the only way that people could get with other people was through contracts. But I would like to think we've advanced since the bad old days. It's also why I'm more into solar punk than steampunk, because don't grandiose the past. The past was shit. The past was not a good time for most people. I done fucked up all my math on that. But the past was not a good time for almost all people. Don't glorify the past. Don't stare too deep into the future without moving, because, again, one of my coworkers, Alan, who I care for very deeply, he supposedly loves Star Trek, even though I out-nerded him yesterday. I really got to stop that toxic behavior. But I out-nerded him yesterday on Star Trek lore. But he still claims to really love Star Trek. He just doesn't want to do anything to bring about Star Trek. Even though in the question, oh, hello, dear viewer, you're probably going to vanish because I'm babbling on about Star Trek. But in the conversation of which side would you be on between the Maquis and the Federation, he, without hesitation, spat Federation. But then again, I don't know how... like I said, I knew Star Trek drives y'all off. I'm sorry, but, you know... If you would like to talk about something else when I'm rambling, feel free. I'm trying to make these next couple broadcasts just sort of happy-go-lucky, because we've been talking about, well, pedophiles and cults and death cults, and it's been a rough week, y'all. I understand this shit takes its toll. One of my former bosses that tried to give me good advice that I just was too stupid to take said, I have a unique ability that I can either bring up an entire room or take the entire... Hello, Skinny Malix. How are you doing? I was babbling on about Star Trek and going off on tangents for the next about 30 minutes before I got to start running into work. Complaining about a coworker that y'all don't know from a time period far, far away from you. But yeah, he claims to really be into Star Trek, but when I asked him, like, okay, well then, Tuvox versus Cork, where do you stand? Because that's a very good question as far as, like, are you more for controlled markets and very big on money and capitalism? Or are you more for, I don't care what the cost is, justice? If he was a comic book nerd, I would have said, are you more Daredevil or Frank Castle? If he was more into fantasy novels, again, there are different paths, but I try to, you know, I have been trying to meet people where they're at. Because I find that when I talk to them about the Union of 1921 or Mother Jones or people from the past that were real, Malcolm X, Benjamin Levy we've talked about on here, it's like talking to the cats about physics or poetry. He really cares about me feeling like he's listening. So he said he was a Star Trek fan. I asked him Federation versus Maquis. Immediately on Federation. Favorite captain? Janeway. I ain't got no problems with Janeway. She's a good captain. But he also did not... Everyone thought my favorite captain would be Picard. And don't get me wrong, I like Picard. No hate towards the good Picard coming from me. But in his adult life, he was very by the book. I would have loved to have served under a young Picard. Because young Picard was fucking hellbrand. Young Picard almost got kicked out of the Federation for having a drunken brawl with the fucking Nausicaans? Nausicaans is what they're called. Whereas Kirk basically almost got kicked out for cheating on the Kobayashi Maru. He beat the unbeatable test, and for that he was almost kicked out. He was known as the walking manual. But I also wouldn't have liked serving under Kirk either. PS4. I will eventually upgrade to a PS5, but that's far, far in the future. Right now, my primary goal is I've been working to regrow the plains in Georgia, following in the footsteps of another YouTuber who, give me a moment because I should have him right on the, yep, I got him right on the top of my list. Let me get his name for you right quick. At Native Plant Talk, that's at symbol native NATIVE, no caps, plant PLANT, talk TOK, all of it no caps. He does all shorts, which is frustrating, but he does a lot of good work, and I'm buying some seeds from his place to basically try to regrow the prairies here in Georgia and get wild food growing for the animals. Minecraft is just a very good in-between medium. Once we finally hit bedrock and complete some of our checklist goals on here, we will eventually go into 7 Days to Die, as well as The Forest. And really anything y'all might suggest that I can pick up for free or pick up for cheap on the PlayStation Network. Oh, sweet. Hopefully they'll eventually make it to where all these things can be cross-platform, because I don't understand why we can't cross-platform, at least across the Sonys or your Xbox, well, Microsofts, or, you know what I mean? It feels like we should just be able to all hang out. Like if I paid the extra stupid amount of money to do a server, we should be able to just come chill together. Well, as much as one can chill on hardcore mode. Here in about 18 minutes, I'll be getting ready to head into work. Probably about 5 o'clock-ish, I'll go live and we'll be doing a walk-in. Downside to doing the walk-ins on here, on YouTube at least, is it's not very bright. I don't have a lot of light sources or anything. This afternoon we'll do a walk-home stream, and that's when I'll be showing y'all what we got around and trying to identify some of the more native stuff. We'll also be doing a bit of a spot check on where to plant some of these seeds I'm about to have on order. Most of it's going to be plains and prairie seeds from Alabama, so I'm going to be trying to recheck. And when I head up to the library next time, if I get lucky, fingers crossed, and I happen to go while the Historic Preservation and Park Society is there, I'm going to talk to them about possibly hitting a few of their parks and just, I don't need a handout. I don't need their help. I just need them not to call the cops on me while I'm out there with my hand tools. Because you'd be surprised how many times that at this point, I've almost got a working relationship with the police around here just because oh, it's you again. Hi. Why do you have to upset people? I didn't do nothing this time. The landowner gave me permission. People just being uppity for no reason at me. I get it. Strange times and seeing a man walk down the road with fucking tools and throwing food out. I get it. Oh yeah, I honestly, it almost made me cry because I hated the whole, as an older person, hot take, I didn't care for the Minecraft movie. But I loved it, the kids loved it, and I feel like it's the thing that gave us this upgrade in graphics that basically made it like the old Minecraft music videos. Every time I land in a place I like, they throw a shit ton of skeletons and creepers at me. I'm already on edge. This area seems a little nicer. Hopefully the game will be nice. It's been a rough few games. But I do love it. It's just, I've been calling it dynamic lighting. Although, for some reason, I'm not getting the copper upgrade to this. And I don't know why. Like, I have copper whenever I find it on here, but I can't make armor, I can't do the new golems, I don't know if I'm just excluded because I'm on an outdated console, or because I checked and I'm not up for not upgrades, I'm not up for updates, so what am I doing wrong? I want the little organizing bot, because I can't organize for shit. Hell, I do good to keep this channel barely on track. But yeah, y'all, I wanted to make sure everyone understands, because I had a couple people reach out from, like, my actual factual friend group stuff and say that they were worried about me, so I wanted to make sure everyone understands I'm okay, y'all. We good. It's stressful as fuck being an American right now, but we good. I'm more worried about my countrymen and my fellows. But that's why I figured it's been a few weeks since we've just had a fuck the big hard news, let's just chill stream, and it'd be easier just to do that now. Also, since today is officially my Friday, I'll be able to hopefully get some dirt in and start planting some of these other seeds I've gotten off the side of the road in the house. And that'll be pretty cool. Remember, y'all, no matter what it is, any little difference you make is the difference. And no matter how dark it gets, you can be the light in the darkness. And when you get tired, well, that's okay to not shine so bright. But don't let them take it from you. Honestly, this part's just probably my brain, but I find this so soothing. Eventually, when I get an editor or the time to play with the editing software and I get good, I'll do the little time-lapse videos like I see all the kids do on here, to where it's just fast-forwarded or sped up. There's just something about the metronome of doom, doom, doom. Yeah. I mean, oh wow. And I thought I was bad at sign-offs. Okay, let's go to the newest from the surfs, and then I'll be heading out because that'll cover my time. Mark Maroon destroys anti-woke comedian. And I am so disappointed in Howie Mandel. I mean, I'm an old man, so I know if anyone in here's under, like, 30, you're not going to get that. But Howie Mandel was like, he was woke, supposedly, and now he's just such, I don't know, spoiled comes to mind. Spoiled is the word that, because he's not, like, outright bigotry, but his take is just so spoiled and soft. Oh, well, the country's in shambles right now, and some of your comedian types are responsible. Well, I don't know. No. Hello, the wolf. 1 minute. The wolf guy? I think that's guy. Might be gear. Hello, that wolf guy. What's up? But nah, I was just talking about Howie Mandel a little bit, and Mark Maron. Lord, I can't read today. Mark Maron kind of destroyed him, and I like it. Because, yeah, the anti-woke comedian bit's going, oh well, whatever. But yeah, the anti-woke comedian's going like, well, we aren't responsible for the new fascism movement and the country being in shambles and people being hurt real bad. No, you kind of are. You pushed it, you got it. If we'd got, I'm doing all right, getting ready to head into work. Yes, I do believe it is. I don't have any upgrades on this one or any mods. I've got all the latest updates, but it's all just basic. And I'm on hardcore survival because that way I figure there's stakes in it for y'all to enjoy watching. But I didn't. But yeah, it's just how the anti-woke people are being like, oh, we aren't responsible for it. Yeah, y'all kind of are, because if we'd gotten what George Carlin wanted, it might have been meaner about it, but we would have had, like, health care for everybody, because that's common fucking sense. If people are healthy, they can, show, but we'll have to, if you don't mind, we can come back and do that after work, because before work I try to just keep it, like, I don't want to go into my menus or have to think about nothing sort of thing, you know? I'm about to walk 4 miles to head into work. So right now, this part of the stream is just sort of chilling and easy going. But if you want to add me as a friend, I'll join your friend, and then later on, when I get back in tonight, after we do a Cult of the Lamb or Assassin's Creed, I'll get back on here and we can, like, play together. Because I do have multiplayer, but it's friends only. No problem. Can you see my tag? I think that's the word for it. It's not that bad. Your body adjusts. But yeah. Like I said, y'all, it's... Alright, cool. Like I said, just add it under your friends and we can meet up that way. But, yeah, also, it won't be doing this morning just because, well, I might. I don't know. I try to. But, if I could do anything with what I'm doing outside of just spur more people to grow what you can around you in private gardens in your homes or wherever you can, even in the wild. Once this passion fruit... Oh, the seeds got good, y'all. The seeds dried out perfectly. So, all I need to do is get some dirt into my hydroponics and we're going to get these passion fruits growing. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to self-pollinate them or if I'm going to have to figure that part out. Ecology is hard without college funding and labs. This is all wild, dirty science, but I'm learning. And y'all, if you see the short, I think I already have the short up where I found the passion fruit pod. I'm hopefully maybe going to find some more this afternoon. But if I can get them cultivated and get a few poles going, I can plant them amongst the kudzu near the sod farms and such, and that'll give wild food for the various animals around here. Remember, if you want to see wild animals in your area, you gotta feed them. And if you don't want them busting into your trash cans and whatnot, well, it behooves us all to feed them from their own wild cabinets. And you too can help them grow. All you gotta do is kill some sod and put some wild down. I said, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. It's wild here. I'm just basically pretending like we in the Fallout universe, cause screw it. If the bad guys are gonna play by no rules, it behooves us, and, well, I'm using that word too much. It's up to us to fight them, the same way they're fighting. I'm not saying physically. For fuck's sake, if you're in America, please don't. We've had a shooting every day so far. Don't do that. But grow some wild food for your animals in the area. Also, if you stick to things like Cherokee strawberry, which is our natural American strawberry, North American. Sorry for those of y'all not from North America. But grow some of that. You can eat it. If you catch them at the right time, they've got a natural sort of soft sweetness to them, not like the false strawberry that you'll see in the market. They pop up as little red balls that almost look fuzzy, but they're just bumpy. 1 minute. You're kind of in the corner of my chat. I gotta move my screen a bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's sad, y'all. Back in like I want to say 2015, I was on Facebook a lot, so I said fuck it for funsies, because I was an edgy boy. I'm gonna find out how bad this is, and my cousin's an idiot gun nut, so I was kind of on his side of the argument until I looked it up, and it was like, oh, it's been a week, and there's been 3 school shootings. Fuck. Well, you know what? It's been a month. If there's not a school shooting, there's a public shooting somewhere at least once a day. And I realize, oh, America's big. So is fucking Brazil. So is fucking Brazil. They don't have nearly the amount of shootings. It's like, well, America's huge. So are a lot of continents. And I'm not saying, oh, take away all the guns. I'm saying, for example, someone like me. It should be harder for someone that's schizotypal to get a gun, and we should be able to get therapy. But it seems to be quite the opposite. I could get a gun in 2 weeks. Getting therapy is about a 3-month wait. And that's if I have all the money in the world, which I most certainly don't. It's like, you can't call it a problem if it's a problem that we've had for over 5 years. That's just that's a habit. You got a problem if you do crack once. If you've been doing crack for 3 years, that's not a problem. That's a habit. That's an addiction. We got to break that. And for the record, I'm not saying do crack, but still. It's like, I literally had someone yesterday, God help me, tell me, well, the shooting at the military base got stopped by a gun. Yeah, after 3 soldiers died. And those are soldiers. Those are motherfuckers that are trained when they hear the pop-pop to move. Us civilians aren't trained. I hate to say it, much as I love video games and pretending to be a badass online. Y'all, when the bang-bang happens, you don't know what you're going to do till it happens. That's why we should, make it harder. Vulcan Wolf, I want to say. Let me see if I can pull that up. Can you say me? Capital VOLCAN, capital WOLF, 31. Also, in other sad news, wolves have been taken off the endangered species list. I know, what the fuck? There's only about 20,000 of them on the high side in the entire continental U.S. But that's cool, we can shoot them now and poison them, and I'm gonna cry, I'm getting off this subject. But it's bullshit, y'all. Fight for your wild spaces, because if you don't, no one else is gonna. They're not very profitable.
Okay, that's fine. But why does it have to be the same 4 fucking days? It's like they talk about this. And I don't know a better definition of hack. I mean, after a certain point, it's like...
Yeah, the numbers...
So
what numbers do you need, Mason? What numbers?
What is your big problem with gay people?
I got about 5 minutes left. Can y'all see what I see, or did I go somewhere else? Okay, nope, it's only audio now. My bad. Let me see. I think I can go main menu. That'd make it to where you can see everything, wouldn't it? Let me...
I like always making a point, which is a good one. Well, so
If I click on this now, it's gonna open it weird. So let's just back on up. How that?
other people with respect, community, and live with it. So this pushback, I don't know how you frame it as anything other than. But I think it's an outward vocalization of the time. You know, I just went and saw Ricky Gervais at the Hollywood Bowl.
But oh wait, this might help. Nope. Well, that was worth a shot. Wah wah. And I use the Joel picture. Eventually I'll use my own picture. I've been working on trying to get a camera for the PlayStation, but we'll get there. I'm going to just talk about Mark Maroon more on the way in, as well as Mother Jones, also known as Mary Jones. We're going to be talking a lot about the 1921 Union and the Union Strike of 1921. Best I can. For the record, I would highly suggest checking out history YouTubers, especially Altoche Films and Milo Minuteman, Mini Minuteman. They debunk a lot of conspiracy nonsense, and y'all, it's getting bad out there. So do be aware of all the conspiracy nonsense. And I'm about to sign off and head out, y'all. I just wanted to make sure you got what you needed. That way you can send the friend thing when you need to send it, or if you wanted to send it. I will be on in about, I'd say maybe an hour to do the walk and talk. That's the live stream. And after work, I'll do the walk home, which will be another live stream. Then when I get home, if y'all give me about an hour, I want to bleach my hair. And I'm going to be doing a new hair dye. I can't send it. Oh, sorry about that. Microsoft is being an asshole to me at the moment. But I will eventually get that one worked out. But I will, y'all. 2 live streams today. I'll be bleaching my hair, which I'll probably take pictures of for a short, but I won't be doing a live stream of that. And then I'll be back on here. I'm going to roll a D6 and figure out which game we'll play. It'll be random. Hopefully if we land on Odyssey, the map and quests will work this time. We might be back on Minecraft. And sorry that wolf guy. We'll be back on tomorrow for a wind up, and we usually do a wind down before I head off for the night. But yeah, I just like to, for the future viewers, also try to keep some housekeeping in here too. But alright, y'all. Just be good, work together, be the change you want to see in the world, and remember, be the light in that darkness. Endure and survive, comrades. We will see the dawn. Alright, bye, y'all.